Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, usual 50-50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshit on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC. And remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping usual 50-50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC. And remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. It's today Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. April 2nd, 2025. I didn't do a post-fight for our brother Tevin Farmer. I wanted to wait a while. I like to, I do things for a reason. I do memes for a reason. Everything serves a purpose. Everything I do serves a purpose. People think that I just fly blind and, you know, I just do things that I don't. I do things with a purpose. I do things for a reason. And I want to let the dust settle. I don't have to be first with everything, but I want to make sure that I'm accurate. And I want to make sure that I'm clear on what I'm doing. So let's do this roll call because I got a question for the audience. All right. Delano, what up? Isha, good morning. G. McCall, Derek Gaines, the legend. Nada 86 earlier in that super chat. Much love. Says salute Drew and salute to the mighty LDBC. Nada also gifted 5 memberships. Appreciate you, good brother. Salute to you. Thank you so much. Always supporting. Coach Hudson in the building. Salute. Mark Hairston, Jeff Spark, always support. What up, what up, what up? Chilltown Majors, Main Biker, Sam Mack, Eric Jordan, always supporting. Salute. Shaquilla Fields, salute, Queen. Kawhi Elliott, salute. 88 Sports Talk, Main Event Mark, HMC, salute. My brother Derek Gaines, the legend, in the building. He says, Drew Titan, salute, brother. If you can, Sunday night, check out Comic Cons. Tay-Tay as Superman versus the legend as Sentry. Oh, word? Oh, man. I ain't gonna miss that. Superman versus the Sentry? I'm not missing that. I'm not missing that. Stormy, you see this? That's going to be tough. Derek, that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. 704 Joe, salute. The sensei's in the building. Stormy, what up? Acondo, what's good? Kai World. Tony C in the building. Beezy, what's going on? Mo G. Gary Dixon, what up? So let's have this conversation. What's heart? As it pertains to the sport of boxing, what is heart? And as a supporter of the sport, Enigmatic Son, salute. As a supporter of the sport, when you say heart, when you think of heart, it depends on how long you've been watching boxing. Andrew 100, salute. What's heart to you? What is that? When you say heart of a fighter, what do you think of? What do you think of? I know what I think of, but everyone's thought process is different. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you what I've heard. In certain points, you know, when I was younger, I've been just hearing things, and I've been conditioned to believe certain things. And then when you get a little older, you're like, that might not be accurate. Rod Neal, salute. And then you realize, you know, things are said because that's just how it is. It's been said so much that people just believe it. That's just how it is. It's become normalized. Put normalized in the chat. Normalized. You know what it is when something becomes normalized? You know what that means? Jarrell, what up? When something becomes normalized, under basic circumstances, it's abnormal. But depending on where you are in the world, what neighborhood you in, what country you in, what's abnormal to you is normalized somewhere else. For example, whenever they throw the camera up at one of these, I don't know, I'll give you a prime example. Right? Took the kids to see Black Panther, the first one. And one of the dudes in the tribes, he got that plate in his lip. And my youngest shorty was like, "Oh, what is that?" And I said, "Oh, you know, I've seen that before. I've been seeing that." And my reaction was just that. When I was about 8 years old, and you know, we looking at an encyclopedia. Y'all remember encyclopedias? And we saw these different tribes in Africa, and one of them had the plate in their lip. And I said, "Oh, what's that?" But guess what? It's normal down there. Hen dog, salute. Yeah. Yeah, hen dog, I'm gonna try and holler at him. I've been seeing the plate in the lip, and I was actually excited that they did that in Black Panther. They paid homage to different things that you saw on the continent of Africa. Acondo, my brother, salute. Now, I haven't seen anybody walking around New York with that big old plate in their lip. Like, by today's standards, if somebody started doing that, it would catch on out here in New York. And then in about a decade, you'll be seeing white people walking around with big old plates in their lips. You understand? But that's today. But I've been knew about the tribe with the plates in their lip. Over there, that's normalized. Over here, it's abnormal. Over them, they're like, "Why don't you have a plate in your lip?" It means something over there. In certain countries, to be overweight with a big old belly, that means you're wealthy because you have money to eat. Over here, that means see a doctor. You know, you might want to get on some medication, or you got to fix yourself, brother, sister. Feel me? So as it pertains to boxing, what's heart? Because I'm gonna tell you, coming up, what's become normalized, what was normalized. I always heard Mexican heart. I always heard that. I said, I wonder what that means. I'm watching boxing, and every time I saw a Mexican fighter, can you name a fight? And I don't care if you even knew the Mexicans on the screen. Can you name a fight where the people commenting didn't mention something to the effect of that Mexican heart or Mexican warrior or Aztec warrior? Can you name a fight where you haven't heard that? And I'm talking about not the Spanish-speaking ones. If you speak Spanish, that's great. But when you're watching it, can you name one time we haven't heard them refer to Mexican warrior, Aztec warrior, Mexican heart? And I'm not saying it's not true. Please understand, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying that's what's said. Can you name any fight where you haven't heard it? Because I can't think of one. They may have been, but I'm talking about what I've watched. Well, I'm sitting down and I'm watching the undercard, and I'm watching any Spanish last name versus any Spanish last name, and one of them is from Mexico. Juarez versus a Johnson or a Jackson. You always say, oh, well, he got that Mexican heart, that Aztec warrior in him. I'm like, well, I don't even know this dude. Do they know him? He got 5 fights. He's 5-5, and you're telling me about a Mexican heart. They don't mention his flaws. They don't mention he's 50-50. But the only thing they can say about him is that he got that Mexican heart, that Azteca heart. It's become normalized. I don't care what your record is. I don't care how old you are. When Barbosa went upside man, I'm having a brain fart this morning. I'm sorry. Rolly. What did we call him? The Elder. Not as a means of disrespect. We called him an Aztec warrior because he looked old in the face. He looked old in the face, but the dude could crack. And he had Rolly in trouble. And what did we hear? That Azteca heart, the Mexican heart. So I'm like, I've been hearing this all my life. It's become normalized. Are there any trash Mexican fighters? Have you ever looked at a Mexican fighter ever and said, yo, he trash? Ever? Can I ask y'all a question? I swear to God, Juan Manuel Marquez nose breaks in every fight. Damn near every interview. He's sitting there watching him talk, and if he moves his face a certain way, his nose will snap. His nose breaks, and every time he's on TV, there's an 80% chance his shit gonna break. And sometimes he's not even fighting. I saw him on ESPN Deportes, and his nose started bleeding for no reason. I'm kidding. And Juan Manuel Marquez is not only one of my favorite Mexican fighters of all time, he's one of my favorite fighters of all time. Check the resume. There will be no Juan Manuel disrespect on my channel. You're not going to disrespect that man's career. He's conducting himself inside the ring and outside the ring, as a complete and total professional. I will not have it. I'm joking with him right now, but that's my guy. There will be no disrespect on that man at all. Respect that man's name. But I want to make a point. How many times you seen him get knocked on his ass? There's a number. Let me bring it up to speed. Some of you cats are new here. Some of you cats are de-watching. That's fine. Some of you cats just don't know what you don't know. So this is the education part. Let me bring you up to speed. Let me take you to Marquez versus Pacquiao 1. The first fight. I thought it was over in that first round. Pacquiao beat the shit out of him in that first round, dropped him 3 times, broke his nose in the first round. That last knockdown, Marquez's head was hanging on the bottom rope, and he rubbed his face and looked up. And I said, oh, man, it's over? Nope. That man got up and fought to a draw. Can I ask y'all a question? Why is it that that's never mentioned? And anytime, you know, you mention Juan Manuel Marquez, you talk about a Hall of Fame fighter with a deep resume, I'm giving y'all argument points that I will dismantle. Heart of a champion, Aztec warrior, deep resume, right? Hey, Drew, even you said you ain't gonna disrespect him. I'm not. But I've also seen him get knocked outside, knocked all around the ring, and it's great, not good, but as great of a boxer that Juan Manuel Marquez was. I've seen him get outboxed. I've seen him do the boxing. I've seen him do the fighting and come out on the good end of it. I've seen him get robbed. I've seen it all. I've also seen him eat the deck a couple of times. I've never seen him stopped. Now, why is it that we could look at Marquez and celebrate that, but look at Devin Haney and said he has no chin and to get over it? Now do you get the left side of this meme? And why I put the wording on that side of the meme? I do things for a reason. Now look at the meme. That's a black fighter with his head down. Representing America. And how's he treated? Now look at the right side of the screen. Their country loved them. Exactly, coach. Main biker in that super chat, much love. He said, they say Mares have heart versus Ekbeko, even while fouling. Exactly. If you go listen to that shit, it was disgusting. If Ekbeko if he can make babies at this point, that's a shocker. Because Abner Mares is using Joseph Ekbeko's balls as a speed bag. Ref ain't do shit. Village Brothers salute. Dill Spoolie, I see you. Yeah, Andrew, if Tim Bradley took a shot of his own piss during a training camp, he would never live that down. You understand? So this man, and salute to Marquez, I'm just making the point. This man was drinking his own piss, training hard, right? But he's an Aztec warrior. American black fighters don't have that same luxury. Now, let me stop for a second. Does anybody, even the D-watchers, does anybody believe that I'm wrong about what I've said so far? Anybody? Even the D-watchers that are watching right now that don't participate in the chat? Now's your time. Is there anything that I've said that's wrong right now? Show yourself. And I'm talking about the naysayers and the people that disagree. Even the cats that are blocked. I mean, I know you know, you want to disrupt, you can't, because I blocked like you and all 50 of your accounts. Am I off on this? This dude was on there drinking piss. I saw it. I was like, I gagged when I saw it. I was like, oh, this is so gross. This is gross. And by the way, he fought Floyd. That was leading up to the Floyd fight. There was no part of that fight that Marquez won. None. And he got dropped in that fight, y'all. There was no part of that fight that he won. None. None. That was Floyd's comeback fight, by the way. He was supposed to be retired. Feel me? So whenever I heard about a Mexican fighter, it was always warrior or Aztec warrior. There was something behind it. And I'm not mad at that. But that's what I've been conditioned to hear. And it's normalized, y'all. You don't debate it, because True Boxing Night, salute. If you debate it, you get challenged on it, right? And then if you still disagree with it, where do they go? They start saying the infamous dun dun da da da. You must hate Mexicans. Well, that's impossible. I watch boxing. You can't question whether a fighter's a Mexican warrior. And guess what? When you get a non-Mexican fighter that gives you an action fight, what do they say? Oh, he's fighting like a Mexican. I've heard that. I'm like, what is that? Who pimped that term? Was it not Gennady Golovkin? Was it not Fable Sanchez, the Mexican himself, that put that cape on Golovkin? Did he not do that? Y'all remember that? Hold on, I'm looking for something. Okay. Let me find something. I want to play something. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember Gennady Golovkin? Is he retired, by the way? He never announced it, right? Right. MJ, what up? Yeah, coach, we should come out with an FBA flag. Oh, they be in their feelings. Why does that be about race, though? What? Please. Mexican heart, Aztec heart, that's become normalized. That's not race. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. Stand on it. I really don't. I'm just saying, how did it get there? How did that happen? How did the Mexican warriors get that reputation? And when did Gennady Golovkin become Mexican in the ring? Oh, that's why they love Gennady, because he has a Mexican heart. I'm like, no, that's not it. It was a marketing strategy. What is Mexican style, y'all? I love that conversation. What is that? What does that mean? Is Mexican style Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez, Ricardo Rocky Juarez? Y'all remember him? Is it Gennady Golovkin? Who is it? Is it my brother Chris Ariola? Who? What is that? What is that? What does that mean? Tell me, what does it mean? Because I saw Gennady Golovkin say that, and I'm like, bro, you got to be careful. And when he fired Abel Sanchez, did that disappear? What happened? What is that? Because I know what people say about Black American fighters. It ain't got shit to do with heart. Because a majority of it is bad. Runner, refuse to engage. I heard Bob Arum say that. As a matter of fact, let me bring this to y'all attention. Y'all remember I did this video? Y'all remember this? Wait, hold on, let me see something. Oh, 44,000 views. I didn't even realize that until just now. Y'all remember this?
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans, let's just say, and that's why they don't sell. And that's why they don't sell.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And that's why they don't sell.
Oh, there you go. You see those legs, he's done this fight.
Nobody has a chance to knock him out with a minute still to go in the 8th round.
Body shot. He's hurt from the body shot. Bad. Body shots.
Body shots and a left hook.
Yeah, he's
Both of them
hurt
in
from the body
big
shot.
trouble. Seconds to go in the round. Crowd rocking and rolling. Ward, like the smart finisher that he is, trying to go to the body until he thinks he's going to stop the fight.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
Needs to get back in the center as King Kong trudges forward. A right hand, down goes Ortiz. Oh my goodness. This one is over.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
Tempo and pace.
Done some good work. He will get nailed here with the right hand. And he was throwing his own left hand.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
Left hand shown by Wilder. There's a right hand, drives Lakovic into the ropes. Down he goes. And it's over. Just like that.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
À gauche. Bellew qui titube un peu, là. Oh, l'attaque de Stevenson. Le jab, là. C'était pas. Oh. Oh! C'est terminé! Anthony Stevenson l'emporte. Let's go!
Still bon moment.
Bon, on va avoir...
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
There's a left hook right there. Sharp left hook with the right hand. 1, 2, and now Haney's got that fire in his eyes. On one hitter quitter. Tevin Haney, a walk-off home run. The dream continues for the 20-year-old sensation.
And it was a body shot that did it. The body shot caught his attention, came upstairs with a haymaker that landed dead on the chin.
Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans. Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans.
Garcia, he told me that he saw the Mayweather fight. He says the only other guy or challenges he is Gennady Golovkin. I mean, what do you have to say about that, and do you agree?
Well, you know, Robert is not a biased guy because he doesn't have nothing to do with Gennady. So if a great trainer like Robert thinks that we have a chance, and I think it's a fight that needs to be made. I think it's a fight that the public demands and the public deserves. Maybe it'll be a better fight than the 2nd of May.
Last question on Mayweather. Just say Gennady and him do good in there. How does that fight play out, Abel? You as a coach, you know your fighter, you know Floyd. How does that fight play out if they actually do fight at 154?
It doesn't go into the second part of the fight. It doesn't go in the second half. Mayweather just will finally meet a guy, not so much with power, but a guy that will equal his skill. And it's the kind of fight that Gennady needs to show his skills. He hasn't had a chance really. He walked Martin Murray down and really didn't use any of his techniques and technical stuff. With Martin Murray, it was a punching bag that was there, and Gennady was able to touch him with anything. But I think that if we fight Floyd will force Gennady to use his skills early in the fight, and I think it'll end somewhere in the 7th and 8th round. Black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans, let's just say, and that's why they don't sell.
Eric Jordan in that super chat, he says the power and fury of the ninja sword never fail.
Give power to my nigger sword!
Y'all understand? Y'all remember Fable Sanchez? That's what I call him, Fable. Y'all remember Fable Sanchez said Gennady Golovkin beats everyone from 147 to 175. I heard that man say that Gennady was beating up light heavyweights in this camp. He said he beats everyone from 47 to 75, not 68, 75. I remember when he said it. He said it on Dante's Boxing Nation. This was a decade ago, more than that. I remember, I watched it. Dante was in that camp talking to Fable Sanchez, and that's what he told him. I remember that. Okay? He wanted that Floyd Mayweather fight, but Floyd Mayweather's a champion at where? 147. But black fighters don't sell. The main attraction at that time was Floyd Mayweather, but black fighters don't sell. And we fight in a style that's not pleasing to the fans. And I just showed you various clips of various fighters doing various things. Is Deontay labeled as this masterful boxer? No, but he got a bomb in his right hand. Y'all saw I had to put Devin Haney in that clip. He's a master boxer. But once upon a time, do y'all recall he was labeled a boxer puncher? Do y'all remember that? Some of y'all are new here. And this is before we even got cool with DHP. He was labeled a boxer puncher. I remember that. Y'all remember Adonis Stevenson before he, had that accident in the ring? He was a puncher, a southpaw puncher. They were trying to get him set up with to fight KK Kovalev. You remember that? But he jumped over to Showtime. Remember that? How do you label the Charlo brothers? Y'all remember what Mel did to J-Rock? Beautiful stuff, man. And no shade to J-Rock, but that was a beautiful uppercut. He's a boxer puncher. I mean, what do you want? Why don't black American fighters get extended the same courtesy? What do you have to prove to have heart? When you get punched in the face and you're on wobbly legs? Didn't Devin just do that? And then you found out that the Mexican American he was fighting was cheating? And what do? You tell him to stop crying about it. It didn't matter. We never get that courtesy. So what the fuck is Mexican heart? Explain it to me. And I'm not cutting it down. I just want to be clear on what it is, because as I got old, it was being told to me. And then when you say, wait a minute, why do we say that? Why do we say that? You start asking around, you're like, I don't know. When I asked my pops and my uncles, they just gave me a look like, you ain't figure it out? I'm like, oh! They weren't saying, oh yeah, Mexican heart. They were saying, yeah, Mexican heart, here we go. That's what they were saying. And when I said, wait, what is that? And then when I got older, I said, oh, okay. And I've been on a search ever since. You know what I've understood? It's just something to say. It's just something to say. Because by Mexican heart standards, what does that mean? Let me see. You have to have a great chin. Great chin doesn't mean getting hit and not going down. Great chin means getting hit, not getting knocked down, and getting up and recuperating and coming back to win a fight potentially. Something that Juan Manuel Marquez has done. Did y'all see Juan Manuel Marquez versus Juan Diaz, the baby bull, won the first fight? Go watch that fight, bro. Because Juan Manuel Marquez was the old dog going out. And the baby bull was up and coming. He was a high action fighter. And you would really think that he was Marquez was almost done. But then somewhere during that fight, Marquez said, all right, you done, young man? All right, let me show you how the OGs do it. Stop them. Go watch that fight. I was up in my house screaming like, yo. Please. That fight right there tells you who Juan Manuel Marquez is. That fight right there. If you never seen that fight, watch that one. That's why I don't tolerate any ill speech about Juan Manuel Marquez. That man is a Hall of Fame fighter. No exceptions. I will argue anybody over that. Now, you might be wondering why I got the Ukraine flag waving up there. Y'all already know where I'm going to go. Y'all know where I'm going. So let's just do it. Why is Vasily Lomachenko getting all this credit for things that he does in the ring that we've been seeing for, I don't know, decades? Why are we called runners and things like that? Black fighters, black American fighters. You just heard Fable Sanchez say, black fighters fight in a style that's not pleasing to the audience. The first thing I said when I saw Vasily Lomachenko fight in the ring was, he fight like a brother. Okay. Okay. Let's see what he got. That's what I said. And as usual, and this goes with any ethnicity, as usual, it takes a fight or two for the media and the machine, which is one of the same, to hijack a fighter. They did it to Triple G. Y'all don't even go back this far. I used to like Gennady Golovkin. I used to like him. And the media got a hold of him. And now I was like, man, I can't support them now because I know what they're doing. I can't just watch these guys organically develop and just, root for them because I love boxing. But the agenda of the media, and then all of a sudden, wherever they're from, their fans come out and they wave the flags, which is fine, but now they're waving in it. And then when they fight a black fighter, all of a sudden, you go online, you scroll down 2 or 3 comments, there it is, the N-bomb. There it is, it's right there. There it is. Sad part is usually it's not even the fighter doing that. It's their fans. But after a while, in this age of social media, they can get contacted and send screenshots on any part of their social media. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, wherever. And not one time do those guys tell their fan base, yo, chill with that. That was my problem with Manny Pacquiao. I'm like, man, this Christian man, I know by now he knows some of his Filipino fans jump into our comment sections. Brother, this is before live streams. This live stream technology on YouTube, this is like vaguely new. Y'all remember when you have to go watch a video and leave a comment, you have to refresh the page to see who responded to you? And you'll be in a debate with someone for months because you got to go back to that video. That's why those videos get so many views. You have to refresh. Or they had the technology where you had to yank them backstage and talk to them directly. You remember that? You remember that? Right. That's how far back I go with this stuff. I wasn't doing content, but I remember that. And when these fighters, when they don't take 2 seconds to address, hey man, let's not get into the racial thing. I appreciate the support from my country. Just let's not get into the racial thing. That's all they gotta say. They never said it. Manny never said that shit. So silence is co-signing. So if it's F us, it's F you too. It had took him 2 seconds. He never did it. He never did it. Gennady Golovkin never did it. Speaking of Gennady Golovkin, let me pull this up. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Hold on. Let me play this. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Here we go. Found it. Let me save this. Finally, I'm gonna save it. Y'all remember when Andre Ward at 168. Remember this? And Andre Ward, you know, he was injured a few times. I think a lot of that had to do with him getting out of contracts and things of that nature. But you remember when they were promoting Gennady Golovkin and Vasily Lomachenko, and then Andre Ward won the Super 6 middleweight tournament, right? And y'all remember when Andre Ward and Gennady Golovkin was being mentioned in the same sentence. And I said, nah, Andre whoops his ass, man. He whoops his ass. But y'all go ahead and make the fight. Gennady tried to sneak over to 168 to fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Remember that? Y'all remember that? And Andre Ward said, nah, you come up to 168, you the man at 160, you come up to 168, you fighting me, bro. What you mean? And he stepped off of that. And then he tried to make that fight again, and Andre Ward got on Twitter and started calling him Little G. You remember that? Little G. Andre Ward we didn't start that. Andre Ward started that. SOG started calling him Little G. You remember that? How was he treated when he said that? You remember that? Pick on someone your own size. Why you bullying Gennady Golovkin? You're mad bigger than him. I said, yo, you know, when fighters clean out their divisions, you move up. At the time, Canelo was ducking him. Remember that? So what are you going to do? Wait for Canelo for that bag? Or move up? And then there was the Canelo popping dirty. Yeah, shout out to Mexican meat, right? Whatever, that's what they say. That's what they say. And by the way, Robert Garcia said that. Don't blame me. Robert Garcia said it. He said, man, that's what they all say. They go to Mexico, they get on that clenbuterol, and they blame the meat. They all say that. He said that. I didn't say that. Robert Garcia said that. Ellie Seckbeck has it on video. He said that. I didn't say that. He said that. I said, oh, look at this. Terrific. So they started crapping on SOG. I said, all right. And then you know what they said? Why don't you move up and fight KK Kovalev? Son of a bitch. What? So let me get this straight. Gennady Golovkin is too small for Ward, but Ward at 168 isn't too small for the light heavyweight KK Kovalev, who's killed someone in the ring. That's what y'all wanted him to do. Y'all wanted him to die in the ring. And I said, look, man, Andre Ward is undefeated. He's that dude. You know, he's great. Isn't Gennady Golovkin great? Why don't he prove his greatness? And I was met with, he don't deserve a fight against Gennady Golovkin. That's what I was told. I said, excuse me? He says, nah, you know, he don't deserve a fight. What has he done? You remember that? What has he done? I said, oh, shit. I said, well, he won the Super 6. And you know what I was met with? Oh, my God, the Super 6 was 1,000 years ago. Stop living off of that. I said, well, you know what came before the Super Six? If the Super Six was 1,000 years ago, well, the amateur career of Gennady Golovkin was 10,000 years ago. Go! Because I swear to God, anytime those guys from Europe come over here, the first thing that they say to market them is how they got 2,412 amateur wins and like one loss. So he must be great. They did it with Lomachenko and God knows who else. Right? Well, y'all know how it played out. Ward goes up and beats Kovalev not once but twice. And then they tried to make excuses for that. Y'all know excuses that y'all don't like using? Y'all didn't have a bunch of excuses for Kovalev? Oh, okay. All right. But let me dial it back for a second. I said, yo, look, man, Gennady Golovkin is not as advertised. Y'all got him in the same sentence as Marvelous Marvin Hagler. It's bullshit. This guy's afraid of Andre Ward. He don't want no smoke. Just say that. It's okay. There's a lot of fighters that have avoided other fighters that didn't have to. If they didn't have to fight him, they didn't fight him. Triple G's not scared. He'd fight him. So why ain't he fighting him? Well, I'm about to show you. Shamar Vashon Shalom, salute brother in that super chat. Much love. He said salute to the Druth family. Go back and watch Drew's live called The Story of Triple G. Classic. It explains all this stuff. Thank you, brother. Yup. The Story of Triple G. I break it down systematically. And one of the videos, DOG, what up? DC Moore, salute. If I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. Brother Reef, salute. Y'all remember this? I queued it up specifically. Values, I need you to listen. I need you to listen.
Gennady, what do you say to Andre Ward that says that you're ducking him?
No, Andre Ward is too much for me. Not today. Andre and this Andre, it's me and it's me.
Now, you know what these clowns told me when I played this for them? Because I was on Facebook when he did this. Reporting. They tried to tell me that he didn't understand the question because his English ain't that good. Listen, I don't care where you are on this planet that we call Earth, if you call it Earth. I don't care if you're a flat earther or whatever. I don't care if you speak Eskimo, Russian, Spanish, whatever dialect of Spanish, Spain, Mexican, Argentinian, Ecuadorian, Nicaraguan, Puerto Rican. I don't care. No is no. What do they call no in Russia? Niet, right? How do I know that? How do you say no down in Australia? No. UK? No. America? No. New York? Nah. Mississippi? Hell nah. Military? No! This motherfucker said no. He said no, not today. Andre's Andre. He's too much. He said too much for me. That's what he said. No means no. He didn't say, oh, sometime in future. Yeah, you know, just not now. No. He's conducting the whole interview in English. He knows what was asked of him and he answered accordingly. He didn't want any smoke. Period. And when Andre Ward went up to 175, he beat up Sullivan Barrera. And I said, he gonna fuck Kovalev up. Those same people that said Andre Ward would not fight Kovalev, now he's fighting him, wished hell on him, wished him to die in the ring because Kovalev killed somebody in the ring. Y'all know that, right? They said, oh, now he's gonna die now with smiley faces on Facebook. I said, you see this shit? He gonna die now. I said, yeah, you wait. He gets dropped in the first round. I got worried. He got up and proceeded to whoop Kovalev's ass. He got the decision. And even the people, his own colleagues on HBO, thought that that was a robbery. His own colleagues. Y'all remember Floyd Mayweather got on it? What we're not going to do is we're going to be fair. I thought Andre Ward lost the fight. I said, this nigga doesn't know when to shut his mouth. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You know what Dre said? He said, you know what? Let me put on my Jordans, because that's what he wore in the rematch. He said, I'm going to fight this dude again. And this time he stopped him. And what did they do? Oh, he hit him low. Y'all just don't stop. But you know what was true? KK Cole, if he want to run it back a third time. Son of judges, yeah, he's son of balls. He hits me in balls. Run it back. Oh, no. Niet. Exactly. Because before he hits you in your alleged balls, because you have no balls, because you're a woman beater, let's not forget that. He punched you in the face, and that's what put you on Dream Street. Oh, I know, main biker. I know all about that. We already spoke about Rigo. Did y'all know Loma and Rigo have they have identical amateur records? But how the fuck do you market a Cuban that looks African? You don't. And Rigo was a killer. It might start off boring to people that don't like boxing, but once he gets you hurt, he gets you out of there. That man got ducked by Mares, Quigg, Frampton, and Santa Cruz. All those guys fought each other and froze that man out. He had to go up 2 weight classes to fight to fight Loma. I was there. It was in New York. I was there. Breaks his hands and he stops the fight. And that's how he gets his first pro loss. Black fighters don't get extended that same courtesy. It's really just black fighters. I could put emphasis on black Americans, but it's black Cubans. Hey, guess what? It's also black Dominicans. Hello? Adames, anyone? Adames versus Shiraz? Was that really a fucking draw? Was it? Y'all better wake up. Let's hear it again. Let's bring it back down to what he's asked about Andre Ward.
Gennady, what do you say to Andre Ward that says that you're ducking him?
No, Andre Ward is too much for me. Not today.
Y'all see Teach Me How to Dougie Fisher right there? Can't stand that guy.
Andre and this Andre, it's me.
What can we expect?
Yeah, you don't want no smoke there, buddy. You don't want no smoke there, buddy. What is heart? Mexican Warriors. Rigo gets called boring. But if you look at his KO ratio, I don't reflect that. Black fighters get called boring. We get called runners. I look at Vasily Lomachenko. I hear speed and angles. So you got to understand, sometimes, man, you could like a fighter, but you got to remain silent on certain things because you know what it is. You know what it is. Y'all remember Dmitry Pirog? He knocked out Danny Jacobs before the cancer scare. You remember that? He was going to be special, but you know what the sad part is? Matter of fact, he was going to whoop Triple G's ass. If y'all never saw Dmitry Pirog, he fought with soul too. He had great footwork. He would punch in between punches. He was really good, man. And he had back issues. I think he had a car accident or something. And his back just went out and he had to retire. He was going to be something. But you know what I anticipated with him? I said they're going to snatch him from us, man. And I'm talking about supporters of boxing. They're going to snatch him. And as a Black American supporter of the sport, I always see these foreigners. I don't care where they're from. And I always hope and pray. I'm like, man, I hope this person doesn't say anything racial towards anyone. Black fighters in particular, because I'm enjoying watching his work, and I would hate to back off of this person because of how they are. I would hate to do it, but I had to do it. Kovalev, for a minute, I was enjoying watching them work, and then I started hearing things. Stephen X, salute. Jay, Shower the Queen, salute. You see what I mean? OG Mr. Mon, if I missed you, salute. Jose, what up? I'm watching these fighters, and I'm like, man, I would hate to back off of this person if they say something stupid. And then if they don't, if their fan base, if they're doing well and their fan base is all over the internet being racial, then I'm looking for them to say, yo, look, chill. You walk around with that Jesus piece on your neck, what would Jesus do? It takes 2 seconds to say, oh man, we're all one people. There's no room for racism. You ain't got to call out no names, but say it. Be on record saying it. Being a Christian and rocking that cross ain't enough. Say something, man. Because now I'm wondering what God you're serving. When BFTB told you about Lomachenko's team, at that point, if you loved Loma, when he told you what was going on, you as a Black person was supposed to back off of that guy. Like, no. If he's not addressing that, if Loma's not addressing any of that, nah, I'm good on him. You know why? Because they'd be good on us. We go in with that thought process in their minds. I'm sure of it. No matter where you go in this world, you're Black. I don't care if you speak Spanish, you're Black. Rigo looks like one of my friends that I grew up with. He's just tall. But he looks like Rigo in the face. I bet you if they both did their DNA, they come from the same part of the continent of Africa. I bet you. Rigo don't speak a lick of English. My boy speaks English and Ebonics. Eric, oh, salute. Freedom's March. Woke, what up? Freedom's March in that super chat. Much love. He said, always on code. Forever. I can't speak for anybody else. I know I'm on code because I understand this world. I don't deal with oh man, just get over it. No, you get over it because you don't have to deal with what I deal with. You don't have to read what I read. We're called lazy. Nonsense. We worked for free for 400 years. Can't be lazy. They told us our Black fathers are absent from their child's lives. Bullshit. You can't hide the truth now. Thank you, Oprah. You rode that wave and it made you billions of dollars cutting down the Black men because, you got raped as a child. So you went on this self-hate tirade when you got older. That I or my uncles or my brother, we had nothing to do with what you went through. Instead of getting help, you cut down Black men. You made a career of it. Where the truth is out. And before it got ahead of you, you put it out. Black men are the most involved fathers with their family. How you doing? Too late, bitch. We watched you in the 80s and in the 90s. We watched you. Stupid. Ain't no coming back from that. It's ridiculous. Sergey Kovalev could come to our country, beat up a white woman, kick her dog, leave the scene of the crime, and then come back. When the police found him, he had an absurd amount of money in his pockets, meaning that he was potentially trying to pay her off to keep her mouth shut, and they locked him up. Where was the people talking about take his money, he should never fight again? Deport him. He's Russian. He should never make a living in our country again. Where was that? But if his name was Abdul Ramadan and he was from Nigeria, get out of here. They'd have deported him that day. Want more? He caught a DUI. Want more? He was thrown off a plane for acting out of ordinary. Benjamin, salute. None of that comes up. None of it comes up. And how is he awarded? A $12 million payday versus Canelo Alvarez, which is $2 million more up front than Jermell Charlo caught. Trey Will, salute. You see what I mean? Then I get kids that come in my goddamn chat talking about, oh, it's not about race. Stop talking about race. Man, shut the fuck up. You haven't lived long enough. You got grown adolescents like the Charlos. It's not about race, skills, pay the bills. Always talking. Nigga, you was in my city. Got thrown out of a gym, and what did you say? Racism. And why was you on Deontay's dick like that? Because then when Deontay finally gave you the attention that you wanted, what did you say? Like the punk you are, like the coward you are? Oh, I got shooters. Y'all remember that? You got shooters. Let me get this straight. D's not even talking to you. He got to fight with this European cracker, this cheater that tried to kill him. He's running it back with him. And instead of all of you niggas, Floyd Mayweather, the Charlos, everybody, instead of y'all uniting and stopping what y'all doing and showing up to his fight in the front row, damn near every black fighter should have attended D with the fucking walkout to the ring. That'll show strength and solidarity amongst these brothers, but you niggas think about yourselves 100% all the time. And this is why these Europeans and Latins come from all directions of the world and treat us the way they treat us, and they get away with it. You see, what should have happened is in the rematch with Ward, every one of you niggas should have been in the front row. On Kovalev's side, behind him. And in between rounds, y'all should have been screaming at him. And the world should have been like, what the fuck? Look at these American animals. Yeah, you think they're animals anyway. But this is what it's going to be when you come over here thinking you're going to get carte blanche over her. We fucking built this country, you pieces of shit. And now we're waving this flag. This is our country. And it's going to be hostile. We just letting you know. So if we ain't got shit coming up, we ain't got no fights coming up, we ring walking, we sitting in the front row, and we trash talking. We brothers over here. But that's just me. Because I tell you what, these black motherfuckers go up to anyone else's country, it's hostile. I firmly believe Daniel Dubois said, you know what, if I get up off this floor and whoop Usyk's ass, I ain't gonna make it to the airport. I ain't gonna make it to the airport. And I think he took a dive. Not for money, but he was thinking about his pops and his family and self-preservation. Felix, salute. I think he was thinking self-preservation. I firmly believe that. Because he won in the first goddamn place. But I digress. Salute to Daniel Dubois. It should be hostile. We should have these Ukrainians and everybody else worried about coming over here. Right now, they're comfortable. You know why? Because niggas like Jamel got shooters. You jumping in the goddamn chat talking about, oh, you know, skills pay the bills. Man, what the fuck? How about this? You saying D ain't got the same skill set as you? Let me ask you, every fucking fighter that has said that, did they call D on the phone? Yo, D, yo, can I come through? You want to come through? You want to come to Texas? You want me to come to Alabama? Let me show you some shit. How many times? Y'all not even in the same weight class. You never will be. What happened to extending the helping hand to your brother? What happened to that? What happened? Now look at my meme. Do you get it now? Who do you think Kovalev was rooting for when Loma got in the ring with Devin Haney? I'm sure he watched it. Do you think he was rooting for the blackface? But anytime we root for each other, I'm talking about black people, what do the others say about us? You're rooting for him because he's black. I'm like, I don't even argue and say, nah, I'm just watching the fight. No, I'll be like, so what? So what? So what? You're not going to shame me. You cannot even watch boxing. If you see someone wearing any kind of Latin flag versus a black fighter, and you're American, by the way. You're like third generation Ecuadorian or whatever the fuck. But you know to root for the guy that looks like your dad, your granddad, or you. You're not rooting for the nigga that live this dude could live up the block and around the corner from you. Like, yo, you don't know that's the guy that worked at the supermarket. He's on TV fighting right now. You say what's up to him in passing every day. Yeah, he's on TV right now. You're still rooting for the dude that don't speak English? And I don't question that shit. Exactly, Stormy. Because I ain't see those skills that pay the bills versus Canelo. He ain't throw a punch. And got $2 million less than what Kovalev had. Kovalev, at least he threw punches to Canelo and that white bitch and kicked the dog. So he's throwing punches at Becky, kicking the dog and fuck Canelo, got paid more than Jamel, and Jamel sitting there didn't even throw anything. How you feel? And what am I stuck with here? A bunch of niggas that want to glorify or let us know I'm a half-breed. Shout out to Shakur. I didn't know he was half Puerto Rican until he said it. I ain't got no problem with it. But goddamn, why didn't you say that in the fucking Olympics? Maybe, because didn't he lose to a Latin brother? Maybe you'd have gotten the nod. If you waved that flag, I don't know. Why did you wait until you signed the top rank with the no black fighter, the NBF board? The NBF black fighter in confirmed? Confirmed, shout out to Cameron Duncan. The NBF board in the office. You know, that place, you went there and magically you turned Puerto Rican? Huh? And then when I ask what's up with that, some people look crazy at me. I say, yo, come on, bro. I ain't doing that. Y'all should have saw my DMs. I say, yo, hold on. And then when I start asking those questions, then the emotion leaves. They say, oh shit, you know what, Drew? I ain't think of that. Okay, I explain it. Think about what I'm asking. Think about what I'm asking. There's dysfunction over here, which is why these motherfuckers can come over here and do anything they want. Bob Arum shouldn't be allowed to play in y'all face. He ain't playing my face. Lomachenko first pro fight. He says, I haven't seen anything like this since Muhammad Ali, whom he knew personally, and Sugar Ray Leonard, whom he knows personally. He put that on Lomachenko. Fucked around, lost his second pro fight. They tried to convince you didn't happen. You don't believe me? Okay. What's that? 14-0 with 10 knockouts. Unified, right? I say, wait a minute. Didn't he lose to Orlando Salido? What happened? So I got on the internet and I said, okay, maybe it's a no contest. No, I said that there it is right there. Why is ESPN telling me that this man's undefeated? And leave it to you niggas not to do any research.
Unified, undefeated. Unified, undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What the hell is even that?
This was on Twitter. It's a screenshot. This dude named Casual Boxing Fan says, black fans always complaining, go start a Negro League or something. We're always complaining, go start a Negro League. Right? If there was a black Negro boxing league, everybody would be watching us and not you lazy, fucking cross-dressing, boring, early blood vessel breaking Neanderthals. Because nothing you do is interesting. It's only interesting when you do it against us. You want me to prove it? Deontay Wilder was cut down from day one. He can't throw punches. He has horrible footwork. All he has is the right hand. He ain't shit. He can't sell out Alabama. Tyson Fury gets in there and cheats the brother. They make a statue. Why are you making a statue and celebrating this coke-sniffing drug cheat when he allegedly defeated our brother? Why is that? Why is that a statue? If he wasn't shit, you could say, all y'all had to do was say, hey, man, okay, well, I told you, and move on. No, y'all niggas had to make a statue. Right? Everything we touch, we make great. Everything. We are so creative. And all y'all do is steal. Y'all been doing this since the dawn of time. All that Greek mythology and all that shit. That shit was stolen from Africa. Don't get me preaching. But I know the history. There's no Greek mythology. It was from Egypt, man. Stop it. By the strength of Ra. Get Hercules the fuck up out of here. It's bullshit. I'm talking about there's supposed to be some bitch in the lake with a sword. That's become a part of y'all heritage. Yeah, I'm talking about Irish. Y'all laugh at Kwanzaa, right? But y'all praise some bitch in a lady in the lake. So some bitch drowned in the lake and got a sword and you give it to some king named Arthur. If y'all don't get the fuck up out of here. Y'all remember they laughed. They laughed at what they laughed at? Black Panther. All on Fox News. I call it faux news. No, Wakanda's not a real place. I don't know. Why are they doing that? They have paint on their face. Yeah, may the 4th be with you. I see grown men running around my city on May 4th looking like Sith Lords and Jedi Knights. These are doctors and lawyers and everything else. And you know what? They're my age and older. You know why? They had real childhoods. It's fun. And I don't knock it. I go to Comic-Con. I think those outfits are cool. And it was cool until we had something to celebrate. And all of a sudden, it became a game. Y'all ever walk past a Star Trek convention? These people are career people, good and grown, with Spock ears, Vulcan ears, Klingon heads. There's a Klingon language book. It's a language, ladies and gentlemen. There's a book on it. There's people learning it. And I'm not hating. I think it's dope. But it wasn't until the Black Panther movie came out. Then they got to clowning. Interesting. Jackie, can I ask you a question? Why'd you change your avatar? Answer me that. This is about life. Pull up a chair, have a seat. Young man, why'd you change your avatar? I meant to ask you that the other day. Can I talk about black and brown pride for a second? Just for a second. Young man, Jackie, young man, don't refer to me as bro. Only my peers can refer to me as bro. You're not even old enough to drink. You might drink, but you're not old enough to. You're not even old enough to vote. You're a 16-year-old young man. Don't refer to me as bro. That's disrespectful. I'm referring to you as young man. Now that you revealed yourself to be a young man. Please don't refer to me as bro. I asked you why'd you change your picture. Because you like football. But it wasn't until I pointed out, the reason why I'm asking is because the only reason why I'm pointing that out is because the last picture you had up was suspect, which is why I didn't know you was even a male. That's why I thought you was a gay grown man, because a few years ago, when you was 10 years old, literally more than 6 years ago, because you're 16, a lot of Anthony Joshua fans were online and they were gay for him. So when I put up that picture of Anthony Joshua and you said, I like how he looked, I said, oh, this is a gay male from the UK. And you had a suspect looking picture up there. And you said, you're a man. You're a man? Oh, shit. No, you're a male. You're a teenager. And then when I pointed out that that's like homosexual behavior, you change it to a football avatar. So I'm glad to see that I've gotten to you. You're actually learning something you don't know. So sit back and enjoy the show, or you can leave. But please don't refer to me as bro. That's disrespectful. Now, black and brown pride. I already revealed to you that while black people in America was fighting for civil rights, the Mexican community was fighting for the right to be white. That's just what it was. If you're Mexican and watching this right now, don't blame me. Historically, that's what happened. While we was fighting for the right, for equal rights and civil rights, y'all wanted no part of the civil rights movement. Y'all were fighting for the right to be white. Why? Because of white privilege. You wanna know why I'm bringing that up? And I did a whole show on it on the Painful Excellence podcast. It's up there. Just go find it. Okay? Wonder why I'm bringing that up? I found this strange. You see that picture of this brown man that I just found online? You want to know something funny? I put in white male smiling, and I shit you not, this is what came up. Look at that!
Whoa! What the that's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when he courtin', he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courtin', he did ride Crambo. Froggy when he courtin', he did ride a sword and a revolver by his side. Crambo.
What? Bro, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. That man is not white. I don't care. I don't care what he says. I don't care what he says. There's nothing white about him. Look at this. I specifically said white man smiling. I had to scroll before I got the other dude on the right-hand side. He's white. Do you see this? Look at what it says. Happy smiling Caucasian white man portrait of a real person. You got, oh my God, bro. If you don't get out my face, oh, I know, Brother Reef. Y'all remember when Mikey Garcia got his ass whooped by Errol Spence and his paperwork came out? I have it somewhere. It's on my hard drive. And I'm looking at it because it was online. It was like, they circled it. Someone circled it. It says, yo, what is this? And I said, why he put white? They have options. It says Hispanic, I think Asian, Black, Hispanic, and then they put another, I think like Eskimo or something. There's a name for them. And all those options, Mikey Garcia put white. And there was people in the thread talk about, no, we're white. I said, no, you're not. You're not. Mikey Garcia is my complexion. Mikey Garcia that's me on the left. Mikey Garcia is my complexion with a big old mustache. Mikey Garcia, if he had a headdress, he'd be Native American. Are you kidding me? He speaks Spanish. What do you mean white? What the fuck? Bro. I put this in the Google search and you're looking at it. There you go. Yeah, Godfather.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Well, you're looking at it. You're looking at it. With my brothers, with my Latino brothers in the chat, does this guy look white to you? I don't know a white man that looks like this. I've seen some things that throw me off in New York, right? There's a neighborhood in Brooklyn. I don't know the streets, but it's like 12 blocks. They're all Guyanese. They're from Guyana, all of them. But they're the Indian-looking Guyanese. And if they walk past you and you don't, if they're out their neighborhood, just walking around the city, I've seen like Bangladesh walk up to them and start talking their language, and they say, no, I'm from Guyana. You get what I'm saying? There's black people from Guyana, and there's Indian Guyanese people. They're not the Indians from Bangladesh, but they look alike. So I get it. This dude is not Caucasian. I'm not sorry. Yeah, man, back they call him Coolie. Can't believe this. I looked at my phone for 10 straight minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? I had to screenshot this. The hell? This is one of the illest things I've ever seen. Tevin Farmer fought over the weekend. Oh yeah, and Floyd Scarfield Sr. says he's Dominican, right? You know, who's this kid? This kid Elmo from my city. Tickle Me Elmo says he's some kind of whatever he is. Black as night, but he black as night, grows up in New York, but he's some kind of Latin. Walks to the ring with a goddamn sombrero, wearing the goddamn thing backwards, disrespecting the Mexican brothers. I didn't even know he had the shit on backwards until Xavier told me. I said, this on backwards? The fuck? Come on, man. So, Tevin Farmer fought over the weekend against Zapata. It was a damn good fight. And salute to Zapata, man. It was a damn good fight. Can I ask y'all a question? Did Tevin Farmer display this Mexican heart that they're always talking about? And he was in Mexico, hostile territory. And, you know, I'm not just saying this. I scored it a draw. Because I think it was round 5. He was hurt bad. And his corner was screaming, take a knee. He said, fuck that. He fought through it. And I think he had a problem with his elbow or something. And he fought through it, man. He fought through it. And he had a lot of spots in that fight, man. Was that Mexican heart? Never mind. We know what it's not because he's black and he's American, right? They're not going to talk about the heart he showed. You're not going to see Stephen A. Snitch talking about, oh, man, this guy, he displayed heart. You're not going to see anybody say, well, shit, now I know why Tank ain't want to fight him. Now I know why Shakur don't want to fight him. I'm not saying that he beats those guys, but who wants to be in a fight like that when they don't have to? If you can avoid that work, yeah, I could beat the guy, but who wants to go through 12 rounds of that shit? If I don't have to fight him and there's no public demand, I'm not going to do it. Eric Jordan in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He says, Drew, you and the other brother got the ninja sword, man. You know we on the game.
Give power to my nigger sword!
That was hard. That was skill set. That was a tight ass ring. What was that, a 10 by 10 ring? That wasn't even a ring. That was a box. I was like, why that ring so small? 2 steps there at the other rope. Another 2 steps there on the other side of the ring. Feel me? Yeah, JB. It's hard to be the man that won't give up. He didn't quit. And I had it a draw. He fought for that. Of course, Stormy, they never mentioned Devin got up off the floor every time. And all we hear now is that he's pillow fist and he has no chin. It went 12 and I scored it. I was in press row. A majority of us scored it a draw. But you know what we knew? We said they're going to give it to Ryan. I looked at it. There was a dude from Fight Night up there. There was all kinds of boxing media. I said, how y'all got it? Champ side was sitting there. How y'all got it? Draw. I got it a draw. There was one dude that said, yo, I got Ryan. That was cool. And everyone that said it's a draw, we all said they're going to give it to Ryan because he won the drama of it. But every round that he didn't knock Devin down in, he lost. That's why I had it a draw. No one says Devin has heart. No one says Deontay Wilder has heart. In fact, this nigga, Stephen A. Snitch, called Deontay stupid for fighting Zhilei Zhang and being outweighed by goddamn 80 pounds. Didn't say he had heart, said he was stupid. Deontay Wilder never outweighed any of his opponents. Name one. He might have been taller than them, but he never outweighed them. On average, he's outweighed by 20, 25 pounds, on average. And when you're working up a sweat during the fight, you're losing weight. So he might get to the ring at 215, but after he sweats all of that out, he's probably like 212. Exactly, Scott. How many? That's why I asked at the top of the show. Juan Manuel Marquez has been knocked down multiple times in his fights. All we hear about is his heart. What, does it have to be a package? You have to be able to get up and have skill and head movement and have decent power. And what is it, a package deal? What is it? What is it? We don't get extended the same courtesy. And being that we know that, we should, as black fighters, black American ones at least, we should form a united front. And if the audience ain't gonna do it, the public ain't gonna do it, they should do it. Win or lose, every black fighter should have been on their social media saluting Tevin Farmer. You showed heart. You showed determination. That's how American fighters do it. And take it how you want it. You can leave black out of it. That's how American fighters do it and end it. But, you know, there's no code. There's no code. If Deontay Wilder was Johnny Jones from North Dakota and his dad was a coal miner and his mother was a homemaker, he'd be the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I promise you, Tyson Fury would never have gotten away with anything. Let me just highlight this right here. Deontay fought King Kong Ortiz twice against my better judgment. When he beat Ortiz the first time, I said, whoo! When he said I'm fighting him again, I said, hey, wait, look, you know, you ain't got to do you know you ain't got to do that, right? Don't! Even Evander Holyfield was like, why is he doing that? He don't got to do that. But he did it. And he won more clean the second time. Fought 3 times. Fought Fury 3 times. With the cheating and everything. Fought Parker. Fought Zhang. Question. How many of them did AJ face? 1 time. Whoa! But you got that homo on a pedestal. See what I mean? You got that homo on a pedestal. You see what I mean? You see, there's a reason why I saved this picture for y'all to look at. Because that's Anthony Joshua. You want to know who really Anthony Joshua is? You want to know who he is? Ask Daniel Dubois. Ask him. Ask him. There was no part of that fight he won. The only good part of the fight that he had was when he was the round he got knocked out in. He hit Dubois 2 good times, and Dubois baited him and slept him. Speaking of black Cubans, how was King Kong Ortiz treated? Speaking of AJ, because you know King Kong Ortiz was Anthony Joshua's responsibility, right? That's how Deontay got in the mix with that shit. Matchroom signed King Kong to shelve him to keep him away from Anthony Joshua. Do y'all know that? And nobody held Eddie Hearn's feet to the flames. You see what I mean? I spoke up about it. Stormy did. 78 did. We all did. Just like we speak up for Rigo. Just like I talk up for Adames. I ain't got no problem with Shiraz, but that was a robbery. Adames won that fucking fight. Shout out to the Dominican Republic. The young man got robbed. Everyone should be saluting Tevin Farmer. He showed heart. He showed above average boxing skills. He showed a high boxing IQ. And why isn't anyone asking how come Zepeda couldn't get rid of Tevin Farmer? Why isn't that the question? Why didn't you get rid of him? Because he couldn't. Why isn't anyone talking about Zepeda's lack of boxing skill? Him not be able to come off the ring. His lack of power. No. He don't get that conversation. Y'all know why. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation. I got some premieres set up. Sign up to my Patreon. And I got to bust this move, man. I love y'all, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
All my troubles come more nigga. Yeah, it makes me mad. Why you niggas are so against somebody for you?
How much longer do you think your mouth
Makes me so mad. Long enough to beat your ass if you fuck up. That's right. You might not get out of this stadium tonight. You gotta be cool because you've been watched.